bringing your way basically one of the paints I'm gonna bring right now is very common, you know it. Some of you told me to adjust and put more products on the page because some of these products, wherever you are in the country, you can't access them, but you have other products where you are. So I'm actually diversifying the channel, putting more products for different people so that people have more choice. Are we together? Then there is another type of paint I'll be bringing for you in a bit. Now this one, very few know, but for today, let's handle the one we know. All right, kindly enjoy the video. The reason I'm standing this way is because of the noise. All right, it's too loud. Let me give you the directions, then we start. Enjoy the video. Thank you. Directions. We value directions. The reason I provide directions is for extra support. We require the support everywhere you go. Now, this is Kasangati right in front of me. That's a petrol station called Torch. Let me zoom in so you can see it more clearly. Right? Torch Energy. And then behind me, actually this is Gayaza Road. When you go further ahead, you'll be able to find a junction that goes to Chira. There is that big road they are constructing right now. It's right ahead. There is a market right next here, a local food market right opposite me. And then when you turn this way, this is the Gayaza Road. This road goes to Gayaza. It is coming from Kalere, all those areas, and then it's coming this way to Kasangati. Next here, there is a new building that I have someone I'm supposed to shoot there soon. The building is called Mutasa City. I know some of you that's passing here know this building. This building, it's really big. I love the energy they put into construction of this building, man. It looks very strong. So basically, the business we are shooting today is right in the middle of the petrol station and of Mutasa City. We are shooting them today, but they have a lot of products, but our main interest is going to be DuraCoat paint. Look at that. That's the name of the business, Zain Building Materials. They have all building materials, but my interest is going to be DuraCoat paint. Another name for DuraCoat paint is Basco paints. So let me give you the types, give you the sizes, give you the prices. All right, kindly enjoy the video. Let's get started. All right, so we're going to be working with Mr. Francis today. Buza kubantu.
Yeah, hi guys.
So this is an agent of the DuraCoat paint right here. So we're going to be working hand in hand with him. Anywhere I'm lost, he'll be able to fill in. So basically, I'm introducing a paint that many of you already know. It's called DuraCoat paint. Now, DuraCoat paint is not any different from the rest of the paints we have on the market. Remember, I tell you this all the time. No man or woman wakes up in the morning to design a business and produces a product that is not up to standard. They know the competition. Everyone that's in this industry knows the competition. Believe me. So by the time someone produces and brings a product to the market, it's already been tested and proved and proven. Are we following? The other thing I must caution you, stop over mixing paint with water. You people, you are actually leaving a bad name with these companies. Instead of blaming your poor workmanship, you're blaming company products. There is no single product on the market in the construction world that's not been tested and proven. So keep that in mind. So when I'm giving you prices, I need you to understand some of these things before you make allegations. Before you start quoting people's businesses, do a little bit of research like I do, and then come back here and then challenge me. I like to be challenged. Come on, give me something. Anyway, so DuraCoat or Basco paint, this is basically a company here in Uganda. We've known it for very many years. If you've been in this country and you've had a keen eye, you've seen this logo somewhere. All right? So they produce paint in 20 liters, 4 liters, 1 liters, and then basically that's it, right? 20 liters, 4 liters, half liters, and half liters. But obviously, if you are going to paint your house I always recommend you go for the 20 liters first. Now, before we paint our house, any house, there are things we put into consideration. You have to get, first of all, get your labor in order, get your people. After getting your people, you're going to go ahead and put these things together. Get your sandpaper. Sandpaper looks like this. For those that don't know, see that?
The sandpaper.
Yeah.
For the preparation of the wall.
Aha. So you're gonna get your sandpaper. Their sandpaper is 3,000 shillings a meter. All right. You don't need too many meters, depending on how many walls you have going on. After getting your sandpaper in order, you're going to need some white cement. The white cement is what locally we call filler. All right. They've told me their white cement is 3,000 shillings a kilogram. And then they have something called whiting. It also works like white cement. It's 1,500 shillings a kilogram. Then they have something else called skin coat. Skin coat is sold in 25 kilograms, but it's a combination of white filler and whiting.
Yeah.
Yes?
White cement, white cement.
White cement. So basically it does the same job, but for it, it's going to cost you 65,000 shillings per 25 kilograms. All right, because that's the quantity. Keep those things in mind when you're going to buy. When you're coming here, those are the prices. So these are the things you need. All right. Obviously, we're not going to go into details of benzines, what, but maybe vinekwanga olemwa abasajja babuuzizza nti wakoze eki anayi temumpe muza mu video. Okay, we're still on paint. All right, so we are going to basically focus on some of these things. Once you have your white cement or your filler, you have your sandpaper, then you're going to acquire some brushes. These brushes have different sizes from 1 inch to 6 inches, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you an individual price, but this is 1 inch. See how small it is. You know, now they range from 1,000 shillings to 5,000 Ugandan shillings. These are wholesale prices I'm giving you right here. So someone will be selling this to you at 6,000. Sweetheart, it's not 6,000. You have to do a little bit of research. And by the way, how do you know inches? They write on them. See that? Now, you buy these brushes according to where you're going to paint. If you're painting something that is as thick as 2 inches, don't buy something that's 3 inches. No, you're wasting paint. Look for something, buy these paint brushes according to the size of whatever you're painting, to limit wastage, and also to not to waste your time, because every time you're putting this, you have to come back and clean your job. Going forward, they have rollers, right? There are baby rollers, then they have big rollers that they used to paint those walls, you see, like up there or even down there. It's okay, they know these rollers. So rollers are going to cost you between 5,000 from the baby rollers, then the big ones will be 15,000, 7,000. Yeah, but now imagine. I've been buying those big rollers at 15,000, I swear.
This is a wholesale shop, by the way.
Imagine. So these people are wholesalers. Whatever you want to buy, you're gonna get it at a wholesale, or what you call what is it? It's not exactly factory, but wholesale. Wholesale is cheaper than retail, for those that don't know. So the roller comes with its stick. The stick is 2,000 shillings because no one is tall enough to touch that ceiling, so they need a stick to enable them to push it further up. Now let's move on to the paint. So now you've bought all these things before painting, so now you're going to buy the paint. Before you buy your paint, you need to first buy undercoat. Our particular company of interest today is DuraCoat or Basco paint. They produce undercoats in jerry cans like this, and they also produce it looks like that. I've seen this logo. I've seen this guy. I like this guy. I like that guy.
Yeah.
So basically they produce paint in jerry cans. That's undercoat, and they also produce in buckets. All that is undercoat. Undercoat is what you put first before you paint, before you put your actual paint. So the jerry can is going to cost you 60,000 Ugandan shillings, and then the bucket looks like this. The bucket is going to cost you 68,000 Ugandan shillings. All right? Okay. Going forward, so we finished undercoat. You've seen how they look, you've seen how much they cost. Remember, depending on how big your place is, I'm not going to tell you right now how much undercoat you need for your house because I don't know the size of your house, but you're allowed to ask me in the comments below. You know I always answer. Okay, then you move on. Now there are paints you paint inside your house, they are different. Then there are paints you paint on your ceiling, they are different. Then there are paints you paint outside your house. Inside your house, you're going to paint things like vinyl silk. All right, vinyl silk. Now let's start with the 20 liters. So this is how the Basco DuraCoat vinyl silk 20-liter bucket looks like. Are we seeing it? So you're going to put this inside your house on the walls. That, okay, and that is going to cost you between 330,000 Ugandan shillings to 340,000 Ugandan shillings. All right. Then outside your house, you're going to put weather guard. Actually, they don't call their paint weather guard. They call it DuraPlast or weather coat. Do you see that? This is what you paint outside your walls after you've put your undercoat. Remember, do not put too much water in paint. You're wasting it. You're actually destroying the quality of this paint. Are we following? So weather guard is going to cost you between 340,000 shillings to 350,000 Ugandan shillings. This is Ugandan shillings. My Kenyan brothers and sisters want to buy this material and they keep asking me, can they ship from Uganda to Kenya? Because in Kenya material is a little bit more expensive. I'll do something. I have people in Kenya doing this. I'll reach out to them and then see how to get a price that is convenient for some of you on these different things. Okay, we've said weather guard or weather coat or DuraPlast goes outside the house. It's in the word itself. Weather guard protects your building from the weather. Simple as that. All right, these are 20 liters. That's what we're dealing with first. Now on the ceiling, you're going to put this. After putting your undercoat, this is what they put on the ceiling. It's called vinyl mat. People, you have to learn these things. You don't need me. You're always calling me, trying to give me jobs to do these things for you. I do build. I'm an actual engineer. I build, but I don't have time. I get booked per year, and I've already been booked per year. I do specific jobs per year. So when you reach out to me and I forward you to somebody else, it's not that I don't want to help you. I'm going to give you the information you need, but I'm not going to. I can come and do site visits for you and maybe monitor a little bit of the progress and see. But my people, I'm just one person. I can't do everything. That's why every time I give you a video, I share a contact of a service provider for that. Because I want you to be able to rely on these people. Every single person I've shared here has been recommended by someone. They've done jobs for people. So that's why I reach out to them. It's not random that I reach out to certain people. They've been recommended, but they don't know. Some of them don't even know that they've been recommended because of their service. All right? So vinyl mat goes onto the ceiling after you've put undercoat. All right? Now vinyl mat will cost you 280,000 Ugandan shillings. Remember, there are different colors. You do what you want with your ceiling, but that's the paint that goes there. Now we have something called super gloss. You people, abasiga super gloss munyumba, help me understand. From what I know, super gloss, I don't know, maybe I don't know. I like to accept when I don't know, but this time I think I have an idea. Super gloss is actually put on metal, but I see some people putting it on their houses. If you've decided to put super gloss on your house, don't use fuel to mix it. Use thinner. Thinner is just a liquid we use to mix that super gloss paint. If you want to mix, don't put water in super gloss. You put thinner. Thinner is produced by different companies. All right. All these companies have a thinner. Then there are companies that we don't even know names. Okay, it's just a liquid. Are we following? So no, it's okay, thanks. Okay, so we finished the 20 liters and you have all the prices. I've told you just a recap. Dura Plus will cost you between 340 to 350. Vinyl Silk 330 to 340. Super Gloss, the 4 liters, because most people don't produce it in 20 liters. They start producing it in 4 liters. The 4 liters will cost you between 80,000 to 85,000 shillings. The vinyl matte is 280,000 shillings. Now, let's move on to something else. Now we have 4 liters of this same paint. 4 liters of Dura Plus or Weather Coat, what you locally call Weather Guard, will cost you between 70,000 shillings to 75,000 shillings. Then the vinyl silk is going to cost you between 65, actually it's just the net price, 65,000 shillings. Then super gloss is going to cost you between 80,000 shillings to 85,000 shillings. Then the vinyl matte is going to cost you between 60,000 Ugandan shillings. Now they also have 1 liters in all these paints. 1 liter Weather Guard is 23,000 shillings. Vinyl silk is 23,000 Ugandan shillings. Super gloss is 23,000 Ugandan shillings. All right. Now I didn't give you the price of thinner, but thinner ranges from 15,000 shillings. Actually, that's 1 liter. That's the price of 1 liter of thinner. Now we have something else. Now we have something called Basco Value. Basco Value are oil paints. They look like this. All right, they look like that. They look like they're undercoat, but it's not. So it's like this and it's labeled. Basco Values are oil paints that they use on metals. Just like you hear spark gloss can be used on metals, so can this. All right. Now 4 liters of Basco Value will cost you 40,000 Ugandan shillings. Then the 1 liter will cost you 10,000 shillings, and then this little half liter you see right here will cost you 7,000 shillings. And then they have Vanish. Vanish is what you use on on wood. Now they produce it in mahogany, light oak and clear Vanish. These are painted according to the type of wood that you've used. And these 1 liter will cost you 16,000 shillings. Then half a liter will cost you 8,000 Ugandan shillings. Ladies and gentlemen, njogedde nange nzikiriza era njogedde. So but nonetheless, I believe we've captured the prices of Basco Value or Basco paint or DuraCoat, whatever you choose to call it. We've been able to capture the prices. Now there is one last thing. When you come to this place, they have what they call a color chart. Now this color chart, you can nabagamba, you don't have to paint the same colors as your neighbors. You can always make a choice. You come here, look at these different colors at this paint or the chart, then you choose. I want green, I want actually that's Georgian green, I want bright green, I want ripple green, I want capri. Man, there's so many colors, so it's up to you to make that choice or that decision for yourself. The other thing that they do, they can actually mix colors for you here at no added cost. Let me show you the machine. They have a machine here that can actually mix these colors for you right there. But this same machine here, they input the colors they want to mix in the computer, and then they put the colors down, and then the outcome, they get an outcome. All right, I'm not going to teach you this right now, but
secondly, there's also this one here called the DuraCoat Classic.
What is DuraCoat Classic?
DuraCoat Classic is also
DuraCoat Classic is mulawa obudde buzibye bandamwe obudde buzibye naye mwe bandamwe njiriba nange nzikiriza njiriba Kati, he was telling me they have DuraCoat Classics.
Yeah, DuraCoat so, Classic also is in form of a color chart, but the colors which are in this classic, it is not in color chart. So it's better you paint colors which are not common because the same color chart which is there, the same color chart the other person are using, same color chart with the other.
Okay.
If you use this,
you avoid
so many colors.
There are so many colors here. Oh my dear Lord, I love colors. This is a nice pink. This is so pretty.
It's arranged according to the lighter,
the lighter, the darker. Guys, this is nice. Listen, you can actually have unique colors from this color chart. I actually didn't know that. It's called DuraCoat Classics.
Fendek.
This is nice. This is nice. This is really nice. This is so nice. Guys, at least we learned that, and we've been learning so much. Thank you for learning with me. Thank you for watching my DOREEN'S African experiences. Thanks for keeping up with the channel, and thank you for supporting a lot of people I bring on here. I told you we have to grow Africa. How do we grow Africa? As best as we can, all right? Through any means you can, as long as you're not hurting anybody, you can do what you can do, right? You can do what you can do. Thank you so much. Mukamange, webale kubera naffe. Man, this guy is so knowledgeable. So when it comes to DuraCoat, this is your man. We should push you to DuraCoat itself.
Yeah, of course.
Who knows someone in DuraCoat?
Me. Who knows whether in DuraCoat?
Look at this man. We need to push him up in the chain. guys. All right, so thank you for watching DOREEN'S African Experience. See you in the next video. Bye.